front, left, front, right.
Ah, all right, there we go. Well, let's see. As you can see, I'm an absolute newbie at this. All right, well, what do we got here? We've got screen recording. It's called screen capture. I'm using OBS Studio. If you've never heard of it, it's screen capturing software. And I created a normal scene, and the source here, I'm using a screen capture. Okay. I'm recording right now. Audio settings should be good now. And what are my settings here? Let's see. I'm doing output because I'm actually saving it to my computer. I'm saving this recorder. I'm saving this recording. I mean, what are all these settings here? Video. Yeah, so I did this before I started recording. So I said resolution 1080p. Okay. Audio, as you could see before, I was messing around with audio a little bit. Other than that, I mean, this should work, right? I mean, you can see my screen. I'm using Linux, Ubuntu. This is not Windows, as you can see. It's not Windows 10, not Windows 11, not the new Windows. This is Linux. And it might look a lot different than what you're used to, but oh well. Alright, so welcome to my series of learning to make videos. I'm going to start actually learning about creating videos using ChatGPT. So I'm just going to open a ChatGPT instance here. And the first thing I'll ask is, hey ChatGPT, I want to make a video series using ChatGPT to create ideas and help actually generate the video or video elements or like elements of that video. So what I'm going to ask ChatGPT now is I'm going to ask a little bit about privacy things, or not privacy things, copyright things. As you may know, if you copy stuff on YouTube, you can get copy striked. And also, just in general, ChatGPT has some rules about usage and sharing its usage. So I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT as well as I can what I can exactly use it for and if I can use it in the way that I want to or that I intend to. So I'm gonna ask it, is it allowed to show on YouTube the generation of the ChatGPT responses? And is there any a chance that I might violate any of ChatGPT's or YouTube's policies, right? By making videos this way. So welcome. I mean, this is day 0, so we're just kind of learning how to do this still. Yes, it's allowed. Many creators already do this. All right, few rules. Let's see. Is it allowed to show ChatGPT Yes. Okay, so we can show the output. That's good. So I can actually post this video then. And I can monetize videos that include ChatGPT generated content. That's good. Okay. Important considerations though. As long as you follow these principles, we should show the ChatGPT responses verbatim. We can use, oh no, we can, right? This is allowed. We can show the responses verbatim. We can use it to create scripts and stuff. All right, assistant. What we shouldn't do is misrepresent ChatGPT. Okay, well that's obviously a fact. I am not ChatGPT. I'm just using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not human, not sentient, blah blah blah. All right. Um, avoid prohibited content. Of course, I'm going to avoid everything that YouTube has as policies in general. I'm not going to do anything illegal with all this content, of course. And I shouldn't impersonate anyone. Okay, I shouldn't impersonate anyone. I shouldn't act like I am speaking on behalf of OpenAI. I'm not. I'm not part of OpenAI. I don't work for it, and I probably never will, but it's obviously a bit early to say that. Um, don't suggest your channel is officially affiliated. Of course, I'm not officially affiliated with OpenAI. Okay, so and yeah, what I saw before, I've already made 2 videos recently, just really quick about music. And there is kind of a tick that you should use when you're uploading AI generated content. Um, it is just in general good practice to actually mention that it is AI generated content. Okay. The main risk, obviously, I'm not going to make it repetitive, but I am going to make it in a consistent series in the sense that I will build up, yeah, generating YouTube videos with ChatGPT or with the help of ChatGPT. And so I'm going to actually keep doing this as a series, but I'm not going to mass produce. I'm not gonna say, oh, ChatGPT, now please generate 10 videos for me. I'm not gonna do that, right? And obviously, the added value is partly I'm trying to learn here. I'm trying to teach you guys also how to do this yourself if you really want to. And so obviously we're not going to do anything really repetitiously. We're not doing a lot of repetition. I'm sorry, I'm not a native English speaker. All right, so obviously we're gonna add human value. Risky example in terms of monetization would be reading ChatGPT responses on screen with no narration, edits, or insight. Obviously, that would be risky in terms of that risk mentioned before. Good. Well, we can do everything ChatGPT can generate, right? ChatGPT can generate ideas, text, scripts, and what we will actually be doing is we will be using the Manim library. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Manim. Let's see here. If you go to github.com/3b1b/manim, what you will find is an animation engine. Now, it's called the mathematical animation engine, but really what this means is we can generate very cool animations that sometimes could be used for mathematical content. In my case, I am not going to do a lot of mathematical content, but I am going to generate mathematical figures sometimes, right? Sometimes I'm going to draw circles, squares. In a way, that's mathematical content. How I'm gonna do that? Well, that will be part of my first video. So the next video that I'll make, I'll be setting up Manim, and I'll be showing the first initial generations with the Manim library. But while I'm at it, I might as well actually just ask ChatGPT if it's okay to use Manim on YouTube without actually, or like what I should do actually. Should I put this license thing in YouTube if I use it or whatever? I mean, well, you can actually just read this aloud here. The MIT license used to make this library, it says permission is hereby granted free of charge to any person obtaining a copy of this software and associated documentation files to deal in the software without restriction, including without a limitation for rights of use, copy, modify, merge, publish, distribute, sublicense, and or sell copies of the software even. Interesting. And to permit persons to whom the software is furnished to do so, subject to the following conditions. Oh, still conditions though. The above copyright notice and this permission notice shall be included in all copies or substantial portions of the software. Okay, if I understand this correctly, that means if I want to distribute the software itself, I have to put this notice on top. YouTube, I mean, I'm not going to publish the software on YouTube, so I don't think I need this copyright notice. All right, the software is provided as is without warranty. Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Okay, well, just so you know a little bit more about how I'm going to generate this first video, like I said, long term, I'm going to be using ChatGPT in conjunction with the Manim library to generate videos, so actually to generate these animations with the animation engine. But for today, what I'm really going to do is, you've seen me use OBS to actually record this video. I'm using just a very simple microphone, just using like a headset type thing. And to edit this video, you might notice I blurred out all the what do you call it? All the bookmarks and some of the stuff that you know is a little bit more personal. I'm blurring that out with software called Shotcut. So Shotcut is kind of open. I think it's open source. It's at least free software, and I can use that to actually edit the videos. It's a bit of a manual labor for now. It's a bit of manual editing for now. The more I use ChatGPT, the more I learn to do this with the help of AI, the quicker the editing will become over time. But for now, this will be the end of my first video. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to cut out the final couple seconds because I'm gonna do the stop recording, but just to show you that I actually am editing this with Shotcut. What I'm gonna do with Shotcut is I'm just gonna remove the last few seconds where I actually click the stop recording button.